Hello students. Today we are going to start with new biology chapter, that is microorganisms friend and foe. The knowledge and existence of these microorganisms came after the discovery of cells. After the discovery of cells, Anton van Leeuwenhoek he was able to identify the first living cell in a drop of water. He discovered the microscope and microorganisms, more precisely the microscopic bacteria. In 1857, Louis Pasteur laid the foundation of microbiology. Now, what is this microbiology? Microbiology is the study of microorganisms. Now, Louis Pasteur is known as father of microbiology for his discovery of vaccines for many diseases. Now, dear children, we have seen various and several plants and animals everywhere, but there are several other living organisms also, which we are not able to see by our naked eyes. And these are the microorganisms. Microorganisms are too small, they cannot be seen by the unaided eyes. So to see these microorganisms like bacteria and protozoa, we use microscope. Whereas fungus that grows on the bread can also be seen by the magnifying glass. So micro means very small, that cannot be seen by the naked eyes. Now where do these microorganisms they live? Now if we collect some moist soil from the field in a beaker and observe the water drops also under the microscope, we see that it is full of tiny microorganisms, and majority of these microorganisms we cannot see by the unaided eye because they are minute and microscopic. These are the microorganisms. They live everywhere, all around, that is in water, in soil, in hot springs, in ice, everywhere, in atmosphere. They are on everything that we are touching. They are on our skin, clothes, and many live inside our body and everywhere. So they are found everywhere. They can survive almost in all the areas and environment. They are found in human bodies also. Somewhere they exist freely. Some of them they live alone, just as amoeba live alone, and some of them in colonies, which means that microorganisms lives with similar communities. Fungus and bacteria they live in colony, whereas amoeba it lives alone. They are found inside the body of various animals, including humans, air, water, soil, and all the things. So they exist everywhere. Only thing is that we are not able to see them because they are very minute. Now microorganisms are categorized basically into four categories, that is protozoa, algae, fungi, and bacteria. Now virus is the fifth category of microorganism, but it is placed separately in the group of microorganisms. What is the reason? We will see to it. The first group is algae. The term algae refers to the simple plant-like organism that have cell walls and chlorophyll within the cells. They prepare their own food by the process of photosynthesis. They can be unicellular as well as multicellular. Now some examples are Spirogera, Chlamydomonas, Chlorella. These are the examples of algae. Now Chlamydomonas and Spirogera. These diagrams are mentioned in our textbook also. Now the second category after algae is bacteria. Bacteria are among the smallest and the oldest single-celled organisms that thrive in diverse environment. Means in variety of environments it is able to exist. It lives in soil, ocean, and inside the human gut also. Humans' relationship with bacteria is complex. there are various shapes of bacteria like rod shaped, that is bacilli, spherical, that is cocci, curved commas, spiral, that is spirilla. So in this slide, various examples, different shapes of bacteria are mentioned. Some of them are also mentioned in our textbook. Now the third category after algae and bacteria is protozoa. They are unicellular, eukaryotic, microscopic organisms similar to animals. They are mostly aquatic in nature, either free living or parasitic. They can move from one place to another place and can capture food to eat. Amoeba, paramecium, and euglena are some of the examples of protozoa. So, these examples are also mentioned in our textbook. The diagrams, children, they are very important. Usually these diagrams, they are asked for identification because labelings are not mentioned in the textbook. Now the next category is fungi. Fungi may be unicellular, that is yeast, or it can be multicellular also, that is bread mold, and they are found in warm and moist places. They lack chlorophyll and are generally found in colonies. Fungi can be heterotrophic, saprophytic, or parasitic in nutrition. Some examples are yeast, bread mold, aspergillus, then mushroom, and many more examples. Now the last category, that is viruses. Viruses, they are the special kind of microorganisms which are ultra microscopic. That is, we have to see them by using electron microscopes. They are so special because they are considered to be on the borderline of living and non-living. They reproduce only inside the host cell of organism. Otherwise, outside the body, they are equivalent to dead. That is why they are considered on the borderline of living and non-living. Some of the examples of viruses are influenza virus, HIV virus, that is human immunodeficiency virus that attacks the immune system of the organisms. Then tobacco mosaic virus, bacteriophage, the virus which is relying on the bacteria. The name is bacteriophage. Some examples are shown in the picture here. Now some common ailments like cold, influenza, that is flu, and cough are caused by viruses. Some serious diseases like polio and chickenpox are also caused by viruses. Diseases like dysentery and malaria, they are caused by protozoa, whereas typhoid and tuberculosis are the bacterial diseases. So dear children, this is the table 2.1 of our textbook in which some common human diseases which are caused by various microorganisms are mentioned. You will be reading this table and you will be learning all the names of the diseases as well as the causative microorganisms. So in this session, we have studied about the introduction of microorganisms and where do they live, and about the categorization of microorganisms into bacteria, algae, fungi, protozoa and viruses. So with this, we end with our session. Thank you, children.